Good morning and happy Friday. I'm excited because I have lifted the shopping ban on myself. Not to say that I haven't actually not done any shopping. That would be a big fat lie. But I had kind of put the brakes on because I had just bought so much stuff. I couldn't process it fast enough. But over the last 2 or 3 weeks now, I have been a listing machine and I have listed so much inventory. So I really feel good about being caught up on the backlog. So I'm excited because we're going down to Centralia, which is a tiny little town in between where I live and Portland. It's kind of in the middle. And every year they have a big antique fest, and I'm going to that. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to stop at the bread peddler, and hopefully they have my favorite gâteau boss, which they have not had the last couple times I've been there. I'm going to have some delicious coffee. They have the best coffee, and a slice of quiche, and then we'll be on our way. All right, we've arrived. I'm putting my hat on because it is so sunny out there. I am not complaining. I'm a sun girl for sure. Ooh, my sunglasses are filthy. Although my hair kind of looks funny because it's all up. But my gosh, it is so warm. So last year I arrived closer to noon. You know, the thing is, I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate for anything. I'm just looking for treasures, just like everybody else, at some really good deals. Do I need to take it all home? No. Do I want to take it all home? Absolutely. How cool are those old metal doors? I love a little town. Little Poulsbo with this little squirrel. That is so cute. And then what is this?
You're not going to match them because they're
interesting. I like this. It's like cloisonne for $5.
I can take money from her space.
You can take money from her space? Yeah. Is she missing?
She went to order lunch, so.
I like this, but not for 15. I like it for 10.
No, I can't take her for her. But
okay.
I agree with you on this.
Yeah, maybe I'll ask her when she gets back, but I will take this for 5. Oh wow, these are cool. Oh, wow. So I just met 2 viewers, so that was so much fun. Oh, this is an antique mall, and I know I have bought some good stuff here. So let's go in and check it out. Gosh, look how cute this is. It's got little mushrooms on it. And it's a needlepoint. It is adorable, but it's $43. Gotta get that. This is what happened last year I was here, is I got stopped by this the outside area.
Well,
Oh my gosh, look at this. It's a puzzle. I literally just sold this 10, but in a smaller version. It's 15.
In the shop and nobody's ever shown an interest in it. So I'm
Probably
glad it's
because of the old cord.
well, could be, but it works great.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not afraid of an old cord. If you live in an old house, the wiring's old anyways, right?
Yeah.
This is a great price. It is $19, but then it's also 25% off. So it'd be $15. Look how beautiful this dress is. That is so pretty. And look how adorable this stool is. Too big to ship, but very cute. So I say this a lot in the summer, but I am hot and I am sweaty. It is hot today and muggy. But I'm thrilled. I got some really choice vintage pieces. I can't wait to share with you guys. It's not like this gigantic haul. Well, for me, it's not a gigantic haul. For a lot of people, it probably would be a gigantic haul. But some really good stuff. Super happy with my purchases. I'm going to make one more stop and then I'm heading home. So if you're new here, my name is Abigail and I own a vintage and antique store in Poulsbo, Washington. I have an antique booth in Seattle, Washington. I sell on almost all the major platforms, but my favorite is Etsy, and I do have a coupon code. It is LOVEITBUYIT, and it saves you 15% on your total purchase. And if you like this content, follow me on Instagram because I post content every single day. As usual, I have a very extensive haul, but unfortunately, I can't show you everything. Nobody has that kind of time. So I'm just gonna pick out some choice items and we'll go over those. So first up is this absolutely stunning compact. This is a sterling silver compact. I'm gonna say it's probably from like the 1940s. It kind of has an Art Deco, to me, look to it. It's got this little chain and you would attach that to your belt. So it could even be like Victorian. But my friend Bernie found this. She's a total like treasure finder, and I completely fell in love with it, and so I bought it from her. I did pay $80, so I'm so glad that she found it, and now it is mine and it is going in my personal collection. So going to a little town where they're having an antique festival is probably one of my favorite things to do. So I was really excited to also find some great stuff at that antique fest in Centralia. So I got these little, they're kind of like little kokeshis. They are so cute, except they are bento boxes. And so you have the little top one and the bottom one. I have not priced these, but these will be going on. I got this absolutely beautiful picture on Friday, and it was part of a bundle deal with a bunch of purses. So I don't know what I paid, and this is by the company Blue Sky. It is more of a modern piece, but when I saw the floral design on it, I just thought it was so stunning. And then come to find out, they do actually hold some value online. As I was heading out of Centralia, I was kind of parked cattywampus because I was loading my car and I passed by this booth and they had this stunning ashtray with these little stars. It is definitely vintage. The thing is it was only $3, but it does have a tiny little chip. So it'll be going to the store, and maybe I won't put a lot on it, but I don't care. For $3, I could not leave this beautiful dish. I kind of want to keep it. Like, wouldn't that just make a beautiful kind of catch-all somewhere? It is stunning. I don't know what it's been about globes lately, but I picked this one up. I liked it because it's on this lucite base. Anytime I see lucite, I kind of gravitate towards that item. I just think this is really interesting. It would make a great display piece, like on a shelf or on a table, and it definitely has kind of a modernist feel. I cannot remember what I paid for it. I think it could have been like $4, and I'm not sure whether it's going to go online or I'm going to take it to my store, but I really like it. Another item I got from that pair of sisters and mom is this witch. She is very vintage. She is really cool. Totally reminds me of Halloween. She was only 75 cents. So she's definitely going online for people that collect Halloween stuff. And then I also bought this Flow Blue potty. I know it was a potty, and I had seen it the week before. It was only $5. I didn't grab it and I regretted it, but when I came back this time, it was still there. These make amazing plant holders, amazing little plant pots, and it's Flow Blue, which is still really, really popular. One of the best finds of the week is this phrenology head. Now, I have seen many phrenology heads. I'm sure you have too, but they're always like super expensive. I've never seen one in the wild. I've only ever seen them in antique stores. What makes this one different too is that it is a piggy bank and it still has the stopper. Now I paid up for this. I paid $45. I need to look up the value. I'll put it up here somewhere, but I can't keep it. It doesn't even really go with my decor. If I could keep it, I probably would, just because I've never bought one before, but it's gonna go either to my booth or it'll go online, depending on the value. So this must be also a month where I'm having this like run on boxes. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a box. Very hard for me to leave a good box behind. I was super excited about these ones though, because not only are these boxes, but these are brass boxes. And this one has some weight to it. It is really cool. It has this very intricate design on the front. And I paid $10 for this. I also paid $10 for this one, another brass box, and this one has kind of this curved lid and also has a very interesting design to it. Also very, very beautiful. Love a box, love a piece of brass. And then this is my second marquetry box. The other one I bought from my friend Bernie, and this one's a little bit smaller, but look at these feet on it. It is definitely vintage. It has this green velvet on the inside. Now the velvet doesn't look that old, but that box itself does. I mean, I'm gonna place this at like, I don't know, maybe like the, now I love Florentine. I love it for myself. I have multiple Florentine trays and I love it to sell because Florentine sells. It is a great seller. But this is really interesting because it is definitely Italian, but it is a purse. Look at that. I bought this where I bought the teapot on Friday as part of like a bundle deal. And look at that gorgeousness. It is so beautiful. Without even looking at it, I know it's Italian. Still has paper on the inside. And is it marked? Usually they would be marked. It's got this, oh look, yeah, I mean, that's in Italian. It says Prezzo. And then look at this. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I don't know what this is for. Oh, look. Oh my God, this is so special. It's got a little comb. It's got a comb in here. That has never been used. This has never been used. And this little purse has never been used. It is so pretty. The rest of the purses are going to the store, but this one for sure I will be putting online. And then now I'm always, and if you sell online, let me give you a hot tip, like little tiny lamps are super hot sellers too. So I found this little tiny lamp. I think it was $2. It is definitely vintage. And it's got that dark green felt and it's wood and brass. So just right off the bat, I liked it. And then I've been kind of collecting little tiny lampshades. So I have this little, it's probably shabby chic. I have a couple of different ones I could use, but I kind of liked this one. And I could wait and even get something a little more, get it to sit in there, a little more traditional, but is this not the cutest little thing? It's perfect for like a little kitchen, a little table in an entryway. And these are just really good sellers. And you know, I sell these little lamps anywhere between $39 or $35 and like $48. I just sold a tiny little brass lamp. And I think that one sold for like $45. I was running a sale on my Etsy, in my Etsy shop of 20%, but it was still a good sale. And then I had 2 of those. The other one went to the store, and I'm sure that one's probably going to be sold right away too. So I couldn't believe that I went to the sale. This was actually my second time going to the sale. It was a couple of sisters and a mom. Obviously, they were collectors. They had so much vintage stuff. I bought a ton last weekend, and then I went back on Saturday and bought some more stuff, and they had this brass owl vase. It is big. And it is absolutely stunning. What's interesting is it has these little holes in it. I mean, I guess you could put like a plastic cup, maybe like a travel cup in there and put some water in and use it as a vase, because I would not put water in brass anyways. I wouldn't do that, but it is really stunning. I only paid $8 for this, but I was just surprised it was still there. It was late in the day. It was already like 2 o'clock, and I still nabbed it. I also nabbed this very cute little box with this little bird, and it says something Benedict, but it's Villeroy and Bosch, which they make some collectible items. And so when I saw the signature on it, I thought it was definitely worth grabbing. There was no service there, so I couldn't look anything up, but you know what? For $4, he's such a cutie. Another one I would love to keep. And then, gosh, where was this? Oh, in Centralia, I went to one of the antique malls, and I spotted this little guy. He's little. He is just a little guy. But these make amazing plant stands, and they are good sellers. I mean, honestly, I never put them online before until I caught Andy from All Put Together. And so I listed a bunch of them. I just sold one for like $160. It was a tall, skinny one I got at the rummage sale. But when I saw this one for $14, I was really happy to grab it because they are popular and it makes a perfect riser, and somebody could use it for that, or they could use it for whatever they want. So this little guy, I was just gonna take to my booth. Then I looked them up and come to find out these are really valuable. I think this one held oil because you could still see the oil tag. And it is a very early, you know, probably late 1800s. But since when have you put liquids in a wood container? And when I looked it up, I couldn't believe that these were valued as high as they were. So this one's going online. I don't even think I paid probably $2 for it. Stunning. I picked this up last week at this barn sale that I went to accidentally. I'm not going to say accidentally, but anyways, unexpectedly. And I bought a ton of stuff, and look at this. I paid $20 for the canvas, and it was rolled up. It wasn't even in the sale because it wasn't framed. I completely fell in love with it. It was commissioned by somebody from this artist, Lupin. And she said, the lady I bought it from said that she had hundreds and hundreds of pieces of original art. And I didn't know what I was going to do with it. So one of the vendors in my antique mall deals in frames. He has one booth that's nothing but frames, and he had told me he was going to give me a frame under $50. So I went over there. I found a frame, the frame I wanted a bamboo style frame, and I nabbed the frame, and it was $35, so it was under the $50 budget. And at this sale that I went to, the sister sale, they had a board that was almost the right size. I just cut it down, then I wrapped it with the canvas, I stapled it, and it looks stunning. Absolutely love this. Don't know where it's gonna go. but I will figure it out. Well, thanks for joining me on this wonderful summer adventure. Best time to be a treasure hunter. And if you get a chance to get out and do some thrifting yourself, I certainly hope the thrifting gods will be with you, that you find some fabulous stuff, and otherwise I will see you in the next video.